to record. Okay, it's officially recording. Life is officially a go. All right, so I told a few of you that were already on earlier that this is going to be a pretty short meeting because I haven't seen any of you guys to get supplies to you. So we're just going to talk about what we're going to do the kind of the rest of the school year. Crystal, come here. So I'm sorry, my dog is barking. Like I said, we're flexible today. So today, January, this month is kind of, we've been out of school. It was just after Christmas. We're not really having a project in January, and that's totally okay. Because, you know, sometimes we need a break. Next week, when we're back at school, which feel free to send me an email later if you are going to be at school, if you're going to be virtual, or if you're going to be like in present. If you happen to remember next time you're on your email, shoot me an email and say, oh, Mrs. Kneifel, I'm going to be totally virtual. Or, oh, Mrs. Kneifel, I'm going to be at school on school days. You guys may not know yet. You may not know from your parents. That's totally fine. So shoot me an email if you happen to know. But so January, we're not having a project necessarily. But once we're back in school next week, I'm going to be giving you some paper and some, hi buddy, some markers or some color pencils and stuff to make a few signs for me. Because in February, okay, Peyton. So the spelling bee is for 3 through 6, actually, Peyton. It's for grades 3 through 6. So that's why you're not, you won't be in the whole school spelling bee. Because you're only in 2nd grade, but next year you might be in the spelling bee, okay, Peyton?
But at the beginning where I was,
so next week I'll be giving you some supplies. But in February, I'm super excited. We're doing so normally in February we do the Super Bowl, the soup, like SOUP, and it's a food drive, which is of course fantastic. But I decided we're going to switch it up a little bit this year in hopes that maybe we can get some more items. So traditionally, you bring in an item for a food drive, like, you know, canned food or things that don't go bad, and you put it on which side of the team you want to win, whether, you know, the Bears or the Colts. I don't really know that many football teams, so sorry if I didn't say your favorite. But Mrs. Kneifel knows nothing about football. So anyways, this year we're going to do something different, and we're going to make it a competition because I feel like people get inspired with competition. So what we're going to do in February is we're going to have a class competition. So each class is going to get a box. Mrs. Kneifel's already collecting boxes. And students are going to, for 1 week in February, I don't have the exact dates yet, we're going to have our classmates bring in items for the food drive. It can be food drive items, or it can be like personal care items like shampoo and toothpaste and stuff, or it can even be items for like a dog shelter and stuff. And the goal is to bring in as many items as possible into your class. And whatever class brings in the most items is going to win ice cream from Mrs. Kneifel. So, like if, say, Mrs. Vargas's class brings in 56 items, but my class brought in 78, my class would win in that situation. So there's only going to be one winner, which I know that's going to be hard, but I think it's going to make great competition and people are going to want to win. So I'm really excited. That is our February project. So I'm trying to make it as safe as possible for everyone, though, which is why I'm collecting boxes. Each room is going to have a box. That way, when the student brings in their item, they can put it directly in the box. That way, no one else has to touch it or anything. The only person who's going to touch it will be me, because I'll be in charge of counting the items. But that way, we don't want to pass items around and spread germs and stuff. So next week, when you guys are at school, I'm going to be giving you paper and a list of a few teachers' names, and you're going to be decorating like maybe I'll give Avery Mrs. Green because that's her teacher. So on her piece of paper, she's going to write 3-Green. And then I'll tape that to the box. That way we know that's Mrs. Green's box and things won't get all messy. So you guys, next week, once I see you, are going to be in charge of making some cool little paper designs for the boxes. But that is our February project. I'm hoping we can get a lot of items for either the food pantry in Westville / personal care items, which is toothpaste, shampoo, all different types of things like that. Also in our February, this is just a brainstorming for that, but in our February meeting, I'll also get you guys paper to make posters for the thing. And I'll give you guys like a good list of other stuff. So anyways, I'm very excited for February's project. Pumped. I think it's going to be really good. Mr. Nicholas, do you have a question?
You said toothpaste. If we have a toothbrush still in the packaging, could we bring that?
Yeah, of course. You guys can bring in items. Mrs. Knifel's going to bring in items. I will get like a better list. I'm just thinking of like toothpaste off the top of my head, but any type of personal care items that are they just have to be new is all. Same with the food. It has to be new, unopened. Same with the dog items, new, unopened. Or
Okay.
dog toy, you know, as long as like the little tags on it and stuff. And I'll get us more information on that. But that is February's project. So pumped about it. In March, it's like yeah, like everyday items. Yeah, like deodorant, shampoo, toothpaste. Those would be personal care items. Or you could do food items like canned goods or boxed goods, you know, maybe not bread. Bread goes bad really fast, but other items. So next month in February, when the project's closer, we'll make like a good list that you could like share with your class and say, hey class, I'm going to make an announcement about all these good items that you could bring to help our class win ice cream. You know how the school sells ice cream or how we did last year? That's the ice cream that the class is going to win. Okay, so it's going to be super exciting. I'm really pumped. So in March, it is Read Across America like week, Dr. Seuss week in March. So we're going to do something related to that. I haven't fully decided. Traditionally, in student council, you guys would help me. Well, in the past, you helped Mrs. Miller like count out the pencils and bookmarks that everyone gets and help packs the bag. But you're not going to be with me, so we're not going to be able to do that. So I'm thinking about having you guys now this is not set in stone. Don't have to work on it now. This is for March, 2 months away. I'm thinking about having you guys think of some of your favorite books and writing down like a sentence or two on why someone should read that book. And then I was going to maybe put them in the library hanging up. That way our classmates that go through the library can see like, oh my gosh, Nicholas really likes this book. Maybe I'll check it out. So maybe just we're going to be, so in your mind, be thinking about some of your favorite books for March. That project isn't totally set in stone. I'm thinking more about it. I think I want to do something else too, but I got to think of something that's COVID friendly. So I'm on the hunt for a little bit more for March. April, I'm super excited about because April, Earth Day is in April, and I have already okayed it with Mr. Ton. In April, it's going to be our one meeting where we're actually going to meet in person. But we're going to meet outside and we're going to be cleaning up our school area. So our whole meeting will be outside so we can socially distance. We can wear masks. And obviously, if your parents say it's okay. So in April, we're going to clean up our school grounds. We're going to walk around the playground. You know, we'll walk behind the school and we're going to clean up the school because it's Earth Day and we want to make our Earth a better place. Okay. So I'm very excited for Earth Day. And that'll be April. And then in May, the school year is almost over in May. So in May, we're going to do some type of celebration. Even if I have to give you a goodie bag at school, then we celebrate virtually. I'm not sure what we're going to do for our celebration, but somehow we're going to celebrate. Also, for being part of student council, you get some type of award at the award ceremony at the end of the year. Not totally sure how we're going about the award ceremony or not yet, but this is just, like I said, just a little synopsis of what is to come, and I'm very excited. I think February's project is going to be awesome. We're going to be able to help so many people by by having people donate items. So next month, our meeting is, I'm trying to think of the date. I don't know the exact date. I think it's the 8th. No, it's the 9th. I think our meeting is on the 9th next month, and we will talk a little bit more. We'll make some lists, maybe write something up for you guys to say to your class to get them involved on like, hey, you need to donate stuff because, hey, we want to win ice cream. And then, like I said, I'm not totally for sure on March. April, we will have our one in-person meeting so we can clean up our school. And then we're going to have some type of end of the celebration in May. So does anyone have any questions? I know I went kind of fast. I know you're probably like, Mrs. Kneifel, you said so much information. But don't worry, because we're going to keep on talking it through. Next week, though, if any of you are at school in person and I see you, I will give you a few sheets of paper and some coloring, either markers or colored pencils for you to start making the signs for different boxes. Because we have, what is 3 times 6? 18? Yeah, because we have 18 classrooms that will need signs. So, like, maybe I'll give Avery all of 3rd grade. Maybe Peyton will get all of 2nd. And you'll just write, like, 2 dash the teacher's names and color it. And then I'll just paste it right on the box. That way none of the boxes get confused. And you don't have to worry about counting the items or anything. Mrs. Kneifel will be in charge of that. I'll be in charge of dropping it off at the food shelters and stuff. So you just have to talk it up with your friends and your classmates saying, hey, we want to win ice cream. Okay? So I know that was a lot really quick. Does anyone have any questions? You guys are so sweet for listening to me. I so appreciate it. I've been looking forward to student council all week, even though it's only Tuesday. Student council is one of my favorite times of the month. Nicholas?
When are we going to be sharing this information with our classmates?
So we're gonna wait because the let me get out a calendar. I think our food drive is not going to be until maybe the last week of February was my plan. I was thinking the food drive slash personal hygiene slash dog item drive will be the 22nd through the 26th, the last week of February. That means we're going to meet on the 9th in February, and that'll give us the rest of that week and the next week to get posters up and talk to people. So we don't have to tell people yet because it's not for like a full month. We'll have plenty of time to tell people about it. But if you want to start, telling your parents, hey, you should buy some extra canned goods for our food drive coming up, feel free to do that. So you don't have to tell people yet because it's not going to be till the last week of February, the 22nd through the 26th is when we're actually going to have the drive. But we're going to start like hardcore preparations for it the 9th through like the 19th. Okay. Hi, Benji. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, we don't really necessarily have a project because, we're kind of in between times, especially with us being red. And like I said, if you already know from your parents, if you're going to be virtual or in person, feel free to send me an email. That way I just know, just future reference, because you could always make a poster on a Google Doc and send it to me that way. Or in person, either is fine with me. Because I want to be inclusive. I want to include everyone. I want everyone to have a part. So feel free to thank you again for coming to my meeting. So I really appreciate it. If you don't have any questions, you are free to go. If you ever have any questions, let me know. But I really appreciate you coming to the meeting. Since so many people missed the meeting, I am going to send out the recording to everyone. So in case you just want to hear what I have to say again, you can listen to it again.
Mrs. Knackle, I'm sorry, I missed it. What did you just say? Right before you said, thanks for attending my meeting.
Oh, thanks for attending the meeting. I recorded this, so I'm going to send that out to people. So you'll get it too. Even though you are part of the meeting, I'll just send it to everyone.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. So you're free to go if you don't have any questions, but thank you for coming to my meeting. We'll get going I'll get you guys papers and stuff like that, and we'll get going on some stuff. February is going to be a big, busy month though, okay?
It will be.
Avery, do you have a question?
No, but my birthday is February 7th.
Really? How old are you going to be?
9.
Whoa. Avery's almost to double digits. And remember to think good thoughts. Hey, Bristol. Think good thoughts about Claire, who's going to be in the spelling bee next week. All right, guys, you are free to go. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, if you missed the meeting, that's no big deal. Hopefully you were able to understand all the things I said, all my busy talking. Like I said, we don't necessarily have a project this month, but next month we're going to get super busy with things, and it's going to be a great fundraiser, I hope. Well, I guess we're not raising money necessarily, but a great item raiser, and I'm working on more things for March. April, I cannot wait to get up our school and make it a better, cleaner place, and it'll be May before we know it. So have a great day, guys.